Councilmember, the floor is yours.
Thank you, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. Just want to share a few things this evening.
Thank you.
And some of the things that I'm going to share are the results of this meeting tonight. I became a law enforcement chaplain over 10 years ago. And I did it because I believed in law and order. I believed in supporting those who enforce law and order. And not only did I become a law enforcement chaplain, I became a certified post instructor, which allowed me to instruct those who serve and protect, those who run into danger's way when everybody else is running away. And that is why when I make comments regarding the business of this city, it is never personal. It is always professional. There's something in me, and I get challenged, and people, it's amazing how people will take who you are and totally twist it into something that you never would imagine you'd be. And I think that one of the reasons that the attacks come on me is because I do stand for what is right. I do tell the truth. I am transparent. I believe in accountability. And I believe in law and order. And the purpose of law and order is to maintain social stability by establishing a framework of rules and ensuring their consistent application. And what this does, law and order, the framework of law and order protects individual rights, liberties, it resolves disputes, and it sets standards for acceptable behavior. You see, in the absence of law and order, everything goes, and there's division, there's confusion, there's chaos. And even those that would say that accountability is key, accountability without order is simply chaos. So we set rules and we set regulations so that everyone is treated fairly. And one of the things that grieves me so much is the double standards that I see in society, the double standards that I see even in this city. I see people that purport one thing, but at the end of the day, whatever they want goes, whether it breaks the law or whether it adheres to law. And good law-abiding persons get caught up in following persons who have a mission to just do what they want to do, regardless of what the law implies. It's a beautiful day in the city of College Park, and we've had a beautiful 2 weeks with so many great things. It's written, you shall know the truth, and the truth will make you free. You see, there's a way that seems right to a man or a human, but the end thereof is destruction. Just want to tell you a little story. You see, the truth and a lie were in a marathon, and both the truth and the lie began at the very same starting line. The truth began the race slow and steady, firm and focused, knowing that there was a way to go, because it's in a marathon, before it reached the finish line. However, the lie, it took off like a sprinter, loud, cocky, defamatory, and boisterous. On the other hand, as the race continued, the truth remained steady and slow, firm and focused, pacing itself and not concerned with the cheers of the crowd that were not in the truth's favor. While the lie, it was lit. It got excited about how far ahead it was in the course, that it took time out to reach out to the fans, embellishing its story, adding to its narrative, and pulling others into the race along with it. But the truth continued, slow and steady, firm and focused, keeping in mind its end. The lie continued building. Oh, we're going to be outside in front of the, let me not start. Building, gathering, and carrying more deception, more propaganda, caught up in how well it could twist and turn and gather false information. And we all know who won the marathon, don't we? The truth won. Why? Because the truth always wins. The current state of our city of College Park is a marathon between the truth and a lie. A handful of people are determined to distract our population and the regions that surround us with false narratives that disparage the members of this governing body by painting us as ignorant, corrupt, uncaring, and dishonest. But the truth stands, and the truth will prevail. You know why? Because the truth is known. It doesn't have to be revealed. The truth does not have to be revealed, but all lies will be revealed in their time. The truth is that the city of College Park practices transparency. We have a detailed system of accountability. And I believe, if I can't speak for everyone else, I can speak for myself. I know I'm here to serve in truth, in transparency, and accountability. And the truth will win. Today, I want to thank Permission to Fly for awarding me the honor of being their citizen. Well, actually, they gave me the Civic Leader of the Year award at their performance last night. It was an Arts in College Park, and let me tell you, those young people were absolutely amazing. Pam and I went there, we sat on the edge of our seat, and we were just amazed at the talent that is here in College Park. Permission to Fly, actually, the word fly means to fully love yourself. And it's an organization that has been centered around specifically women who have had some type of a deformity or some type of outer issue, like alopecia or maybe Bell's palsy or something that society may look at them and frown upon them or look at them one kind of way. But it teaches them to fully embrace themselves and fully love themselves. And I tell you, we were loving these young ladies, and I was so honored by Miss Rowe of Roshan, who the former Roshan's Dance Closet right here on Main Street that no longer is. And that saddens my heart. It saddens my heart when we have business owners in this city who have flourished and have really given threads in the fabric of the city of College Park, and they cannot continue their businesses because, you know, again, we want to renovate, we want to upgrade, but we still want to hold on to those portions of our city that have gotten us to where we are. And so, Ms. Rashawn, I love you. I appreciate you. I thank you for the work that you're doing. And I was just glad that Pam and I were able to be a part of that amazing day of classes, which ended with a concert. I also had the opportunity over the last 2 weeks to attend the Atlanta Regional Commission's first Regional Leadership Institute's alumni mixer. I graduated from RLI in 2024, was the first elected official in the history of the city of College Park, in the history of the Regional Leadership Institute, to be able to matriculate through that program. And it was an honor to be with so many amazing is my word, persons who are doing great things. I am concerned about the condition of our country. This government shutdown is no joke, and it's impacting so many of us. And I've already spoken in this meeting about I'm so proud of what the city of College Park is doing and how we are responding, and that we actually passed legislation today that will see about the persons in our community. But I'm also encouraged by persons like Mr. Miss Massey and Mr. What's his name? Andreas, Miss Holly, Mr. Jakeem, lots of the organizations that came together on Saturday and said we don't have to wait for the city to give out and to take care of our people. We can do this on our own. But my heart is broken because what one individual and several individuals came to do, that was an amazing feat. And I want to thank Major Denard. I want to thank Officer Porsche, because they, right on their feet, they came up with a solution. But since that time, Mr. Andreas and Miss Massey have become embroiled in what I call a political clash of ideologies, lies that have been told, things that have been said about good people that are just trying to do something good in this city, because people want to polarize and politicize and make a point, and they don't care how it hurts a person. And this young gentleman who came out to do something good was broken in his heart because he found himself twisted and turned and in the midst of people that just wanted to be nasty and ugly. And that breaks my heart. I'm not going to boo-hoo up here and cry, because that's just not the kind of girl I am. But my heart is broken. Okay, I just got two more things. I want to thank Mr. Tom Coleman, because he reached out to the city manager and myself several weeks ago. He's a veteran of the Air Force, and he said, we got to do something. We got to do something about Veterans Day and all these different military observances. And the city manager, I want to thank you because you were quick on your feet. And in one of our many meetings, we said, let's go ahead and do it. Let's set up our first Veterans Day tribute. And so on Saturday, November 8th, we want to invite all of the public to the Keith James Auditorium. We will be celebrating and honoring our local veterans. And it would be terrible for us to honor them and you're not there. So I want to invite you to come. We're going to have food. In fact, I'm about to pass that bill to the city manager, whether she don't realize it right now. But we're going to have a really nice spread, but it's going to be a day of just honoring and celebrating people who have put their lives on the line for the service of this country. And I also want to celebrate our police officers that obviously didn't get enough of it. They came out the military and went to serve. So I want to thank you, Chief, and all of our officers and our firefighters and the persons who came down tonight. And we honored you. And I want to thank Councilwoman Tracy Arnold for going forward with that. And I'm sure she'll say more about declaring this, making sure that we do honor our veterans. And the final thing is that on Friday, we want to invite you back to, well, actually, the first Friday comes before Saturday. Friday, we want you to meet us at the Keith James Auditorium. We'll be there at 12 o'clock. I want to thank, we got so many volunteers sign up. We want to thank all the volunteers that sign up. I want to thank Mr. Jakeem, who continues to organize this for us, from JP Agency, Food in the City. We thank you so much. And for all the persons that are coming out, and it goes Sugar's Urban Farm. In fact, don't let me start naming because I'm going to mess up. But I want to thank every single person. We have been doing this monthly. We didn't wait for a government shutdown. Favor House has been doing this on a regular basis. And that's what made it easy for us, because we were already mobilized and ready. So I do want to thank everyone for all the goodness, but I also want to remind you, the lie will just run its course, but the truth will always stand.